Cool. Who I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
My name's Ray Ray.
Ray Ray. Okay, Ray Ray. Where you from?
I'm from up there by Jefferson Street, Montford Avenue, Montford Street, Monument Street, up around that
Oh,
area.
DDH down the
Yeah.
hill. Okay, that's what's up. So how long have you been homeless?
On and off probably for like the past year, because I've been getting incarcerated in and out. And my last time being locked up, my ex-girlfriend that I was with, my mother had gotten sick when I was locked up and got cancer. She found out she had cancer and she had 2 years left to live.
Oh wow.
And my girlfriend knew about it and could have told me, talking to her from in the jail, and I could have got I forget what it's called, where you're allowed 24 hours to go see you for births and deaths.
Okay.
And I could have seen her one more time, but I never found out until after I was released.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because she didn't tell me.
Okay.
So it's like, so I've been struggling with that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just on and off, just growing up. You know what I mean? I'm a street survivor, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, when I was locked up, I went to school and whatnot, and got my GED or whatnot, but if you don't know how to survive on these streets, you ain't gonna survive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, because I'm from the streets myself. So you lost your mother to cancer. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know if you know about, not to really switch gears, but you know, cancer, a lot of cancers and stuff like that, it really come from like parasitic infections. Most of the times it be parasites. And what happens is the medical system, not to go too far in it because I'm not some big parasite guy.
Yeah, I think they give it to you.
Now, look, I got a buddy that's on YouTube. His name Gregory Gerber. He actually has a parasite show, and it's called Chronic Pillness. And me and him talk a lot. I actually got an interview with him today around like 2. But anyway, check his channel out if you ever get to a device or a library, whatever. It's called Chronic Pillness. Okay, so anyway, reason why I'm bringing that up because the medical system actually created they created a whole system around parasites. Whereas though people get parasites, like say if a parasite end up in your pancreas, right? Your pancreas produces glucose. You know,
fights it off.
Yeah, exactly. But if the parasite is in there, it robs the body of making its own insulin, which breaks down the glucose, which is sugar.
And people fail to realize that population control is one of the biggest problems that we have, because if this world gets too overpopulated, there ain't gonna be room to move.
Yeah, well, that's the excuse that they gave us, because 95% of the land is not even occupied. Humans only occupy 5% of the land. So 95% of the population is actually not populated. I mean, there's no one's using it. You get what I'm saying? So we've been lied to. The population control is really about the good versus evil. It's not about white and black. No. It's not about rich and poor. It's about good and evil. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
They look at the not to get too religious, but the rich people that's on top, they actually, you know, work for Satan himself. And the people people like us, we are made in light. They are in darkness. You get what I'm saying? So it's their job to get rid of us. But it's our job to come together. But they indoctrinate us with school, and they indoctrinate us with separation. Oh, you white, you black, you Hispanic, you're white, you're black. And if you can separate people, then you can control them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. If I got enemies, right? If I say I got enemies, right? I can tell my enemies, if I can trick my enemies to be enemies, to argue, fuss, and fight, then they would never be able to concentrate on the real agenda, and that's the war. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like playing.
Because people better realize the devil is a god. You know what I'm saying? There's two gods. There's the good God and there's the bad God.
Yeah.
You know what
Just
I mean?
like you got, if you take the word good and you take O out of it, it's God. If you take the D from devil, take it away, it spells evil. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, if you closer to God, then you're a good person, they say. But if you closer to the devil, then you evil. You get what I'm saying? So it's just
Yeah.
crazy. But
Yeah, I know
anyway,
it is crazy.
quick question. Uh, how long have you suffered from addiction, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 43.
Okay.
I just turned 43, 23rd this
Okay.
month. So, well, last month. But I've been on and off. I started out with Percocets probably when I was like 19.
19.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Percocets from Oxycontin, Percocets, that led
Yeah.
to heroin. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So on and off from 19 all the way up until now.
Okay. Wow, that's a nice little minute.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced any overdosing?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Could you walk the fans through what does it feel like when it's coming on? Do you remember
I
anything?
really don't feel it. Next thing I know is I'm going out and I'm waking up in the hospital. And the next, when I get out the hospital, people tell me, yeah, we Narcaned you 3-4 times. That shit didn't work. What worked was your friend took a hit of crack and gave you a shotgun, and the cocaine started your heart back up. They said when they gave me a shotgun from the crack hit, that next thing you know, my color started coming back. I started breathing again. And it's crazy.
Yeah, I had a buddy that stayed at my house, right? I had a buddy of mine stay at my house. He was a homeless guy, him and his girlfriend, right? I let them stay with me and shit like that just to get them off the street. It was blistering cold. And anyway, as I let them stay in my house, I just told them, don't do nothing stupid. You get what I'm saying? You can wash, you can eat, you can do whatever you want to do. Even gave them a room. Could you believe when I got a call from his girlfriend? I need some help. I need some help. He won't wake up. He won't wake up. So I had to jump. What you mean he won't wake up? He OD. So I had to jump in a ride, go to CVS on Wolf Street. The pharmacy was closed, so they didn't have no Narcan. So I had to end up buying the Narcan, which I paid $75
Damn.
for it. You get what I'm saying? But I thought it was free, but the pharmacy was closed, so I had to pay $75 for Narcan, 2 bottles of it. Get in the lift. I gets to my house. He's on the floor, completely purple. They got drugs and shit all over the table and shit like that, right? So what I did was I told her to give him the Narcan. So she was like, I don't want to. I said, you're going to fucking kill him if you don't give him the Narcan. She said, but if I give it to him and he wakes up, he's going to be so ill, he's going to be mad at me. I said, well, I'd rather for him to be mad at you than dead, and then I get charged for it and be responsible for it because it happened in my house. Now give him the Narcan. And she's sitting there hesitating. And I said, excuse my language, I said, bitch, if you don't give him that damn Narcan, I'm gonna beat you up. And she's still hesitating and crying and humbling. So so not to get too drastic, I went and grabbed a stick and I said, if you don't give it to him now, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. I wasn't gonna do it, but I was scared. Yeah, I had to scare her to do it. And then she gave it to him, and nothing happened. I'm feeling this heart, nothing's happened, whatever. So I'm taking the drugs that they had no business having in my house. I knew they was gonna get high at some point being in my house, honestly. But I didn't think they was gonna have a table full of that shit.
Yeah.
They had crack vials and stems and this and that all over my table. Little trash cans and all that, full of heroin. So what I did was I said, give him some more. So she gave him another one, whatever, right? And next thing I know, his heart started beating, and that purple bluish color started going away. And then he woke up and he was sick. He was mad as a motherfucker, man. He was extremely mad. But anyway, long story short, let me get off of that.
He was also happy too.
Yeah, I was happy that he came around. He was really, really sick. And I put them out. He's like, where all my stuff at? I said, it's gone in the trash.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's $20. You take this $20 and y'all got to go. And I put them out, and I ain't never trust nobody to ever come in my house again from that. But anyway, back to you. I'm sorry, I kind of...
Ray.
Yeah, Ray. I feel like I kind of took over the interview, but, I'm just conversing, But anyway, so what other drug of choice do you have?
Heroin and cocaine.
Heroin, cocaine. Okay. What do you do to get your money?
to be truthful with you, I boost.
You boost?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I
you know what
gotta,
mean?
yeah, I
I go to
gotta.
CVS's and stuff like that. I got stores that I've been dealing with for a couple years now in the neighborhood to buy stuff off me, coffee and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got a lady on the that I did an interview with that does the same thing, boost.
But I don't steal from people. I only do it from stores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I know people that are out here, they go and take packages off people's fronts and shit like that. I don't do none of that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
yeah. So yeah, all right. So you was talking about the population control. What do you feel about that?
I feel like they try to keep it under a certain amount.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's like, if you notice that they say the population is 8 billion or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Right now we're at like 8 billion something. You know what I mean? It's like, no matter how close we get to that 10 billion mark, they always find a way to bring it down.
Right. Right. Okay. What do you think? Some of the things that the government can do to help people that's in your situation.
Housing, you know what I mean? They already have drug programs, but as far as like just, you know what I mean, having people like you that care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that make them feel like, oh damn, well people do care. Maybe I should get my shit together. You know?
Yeah. My whole goal of this is to once I get the subscribers and everything going, and if I can get monetized and stuff like that, is to maybe open up a recovery house, whatever, but do it holistic, and have it where people can have a family come visit them. You know, nobody wants to be in rehab and you can't visit your family, but it'll be strict to where as though it'd be no drugs allowed on the premises. Everybody would definitely get searched and checked.
Yeah.
But I would want people to reunite with their family, get humanized again. You know what I mean? Because people really look down on homeless people and people that have addictions, and it's not right because you never know where you're going to be at. You get what I'm saying in life?
Yeah.
And most of the people that's criticizing people, they only criticizing because they got family members that get high. You know, we all got family members that get
Yeah.
high or got something going on. Even the government officials and stuff like that. So nobody's better than nobody.
No.
You know, so
We're all human.
yeah, so take me through which started you getting high. I know you said the Percocets. Did you have any like childhood trauma or anything like that? Was
Well,
you
just growing up
molested
watching
or
my parents do drugs too. You know, I
Yeah.
grew up in drug houses and watched my mom getting high and my father getting high and stealing the Christmas toys and all that type of bull crap.
you didn't suffer from like childhood abuse or anything like that,
Nah.
neglect, or so you come from a background of you had both parents.
No, my mother and my father separated when I was very, very young.
Okay, that could play a role in it too.
Yeah, it
And then
could.
your stepfather got high.
No, my mother got high and she got her shit together and got with my stepfather and whatnot. Got on a drug program, you know what I mean? Got on a methadone program, you know what I mean? She used to take me down to the program with her. We would go through her program. She'd get medicated. We go to Lexington Market, get something to eat, stuff like that.
You know, the methadone program, methadone and Suboxone and all that is actually just as worse as the drugs on the street.
Yes, it
It's you just stop getting it from the street guy and you just basically getting it from a doctor.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Which is even worse because it's a free high, and we was always taught it's nothing like a free high. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They some of the worst, you know. And I think they need to take a better approach other than methadone and Suboxone, because you still keeping people addicted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think thought about that? And most of them say
It's
that,
just substitute one drug for another.
and they say it's harder to get off methadone and Suboxone.
Yeah, it is.
Then
The
it is.
withdrawals are more serious, I think.
Yep, pretty
They
much.
last longer too.
Exactly.
They say to fully come off of methadone could take anywhere from 3 months to a year.
Yeah, yep. So, what do you do to survive in the wintertime? Where you
I
like?
mean, there's abandoned houses and stuff. We, you know what I mean? We go in and, you know what I mean, find somebody to hook up the electricity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you go up in the neighborhood I'm from, there's all kind of abandoned houses everywhere.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
That's why I try to tell people too. Like if you go up there, you see so many houses that's been caught on fire, and it's like because people buy these houses for a low amount, and then it costs too much money to fix them up. So you got a crew of people that probably, you know what I mean, set them on fire and get the insurance money.
Yeah. That's kind of a smart hustle if you think about it.
Yeah,
Not
it's
try to
probably
be
been going on for
crazy.
years.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yep.
That's probably why there is so many abandoned houses like there is, you know?
Yeah. I don't see why, if they got these abandoned houses, why they selling to people. You know, why not just fixing them up and help homeless people?
Exactly. They
Yeah.
should come out with a program to where it's like fix your own house or something like that. Name it something like that, to where it's like, you know what I mean? They provide the work you need and
They
all the
did, you know.
supplies you need, and you fix it up, you can live in it.
They used to have a program back in the 90s where people would get together and help each other build a house. So say it's 100 people, right? 50 people. Those 50 people would come together. They would have like professional contractors and stuff like that. But the people would do the labor. So I help you build a house, and then you help me build my house, and so forth and so forth. I forget the name of the program. It used to be
Yeah.
back in the 90s.
Yeah, it might still be around.
Yeah, I doubt it, man. They took away programs like that. They took away Job Corps. They took away what is
there
it?
no more Job Corps?
No, I don't think it's no more Job Corps in the Big Brother program. They took away that. They also took away what is it? I said the big.
It's probably because they see how much it really is helping
Yeah.
people, and the more they help people, the less people die. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
there goes the population control thing again. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
What is it called? It's something. It's not only the Big Brother program, but it's oh yeah, what they used to do in school, the trades. They took that out.
There ain't no more trade schools?
No, they took that stuff out. It used to be in high school, remember? And they used to have just trade
Yeah,
schools
yeah.
and stuff like that. They stopped that stuff.
That's crazy.
Yep. It sure enough is. They also man, I think they should be having, instead of these police is going around giving people traffic tickets, they should be having the police go around administering the Narcan. That's what they should be doing.
Well, they used to, but they still got this place called Charm City Connection, Care Connections, to where like once a week you go up in my neighborhood, you might park in a parking lot, and people go up to the van, they give them a thing of new ones, a smoking kit where it's got brand new stems in it and shit like that.
See,
Narcan and all
and they
that.
funded by the government, right?
Probably.
Yeah, and that's crazy, but the government telling you not to use drugs.
Yeah, I know.
But they're giving you all the things that you need to
To fight it.
no, to do it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, well, go ahead. You can go ahead and die. We'll bring you back.
Yeah, They giving you stems. You talking about they giving people crack pipes. I heard of that. They giving people crack pipes and new needles. That's
Yeah.
kind of like low key encouragement, you know. But it's crazy, man. I almost feel like we living. I almost feel like we living in hell. Maybe we done something, you know, bad before.
Yeah, hell on earth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I feel like we living in hell, and maybe we done something bad and we paying for it now. This life is our karma, because boy, it seems like a few good things happen, but then a lot of bad fucking things happen. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to shake it, man.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I just wanted to snatch up this little interview from you, man. It was nice talking to you, Mr.
Heck
Ray
yeah.
Ray. And it's definitely been a pleasure. Hopefully
Yeah.
I can see you later in the future to get an update.
Yeah, like I said, I'll meet you down here at a certain time on a certain day. Shit.
Yeah, maybe we can do another update, but I'm gonna go ahead and conclude that right there. Peace.